Simon Horrobin, he doesn't get away particularly well. Looks like JJ Ross in yellow is going to lead. Here's the view from John Cooper, who goes past Luke Bannister, the winner of Class B in race number 1. So John Cooper, Thompson is ahead of him. Thompson from 5th on the grid, but it's JJ Ross that leads in the early stages. Alistair Kellett ahead of Class D. With a few problems. Well, now we go back to the front. So yellow, the yellow car going through JJ Ross. Remember, this is a 16-round championship, so we're now into the second half of the season. And there are the trademark JJ Ross blue and yellow overalls. He's got a trademark JJ Ross view of clear circuit ahead of him, but it's JJ Ross still out front. Meanwhile, of course, we've got 4 races going on here, 4 different classes. The fastest of the classes, the STs, headed by JJ Ross, who's starting to get into some backmarker traffic. Peter Dendy-Sadler there from John Batesman in 42. Nice, good, clear number on the bonnet of Bateman's car. Thumbs up for him for that. And here comes JJ Ross with the first of the backmarkers to deal with. JJ, I think, was looking down the inside of that preceding corner, but takes to the outside line, and he's saved an idea of how relentless the racing is. JJ Ross now ahead of the Class A leader, Peter Dendy-Sadler. You can see PDS has got a good lead over John Bateman, who's still there. Bateman in 2nd position in that class. The gap plans to put him into Clio Racing. We've spoken about that before. And the checkered flag is out, maybe a little bit earlier than we thought. We've only actually had 18 minutes on the clock, but Ross takes the win.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Brands Hatch for the first programme.
JJ's target is going to be to try and close down on Bob Hosier. Bob in the Seat Leon, and I'll tell you what, JJ Ross is making very good progress indeed. Nips up the inside line there on the run into Surtees, that tighter run. You saw a dab of the brakes there from him. He goes through. Mikey Day still up ahead of the T1 class car of Glenn Rossiter. Now trying to work out class positions here. I think that JJ Ross is now up into a podium position for T1, so that's a remarkable progress for the youngster through the field from the back of the grid. It's one of the things that the organisers and the race fans very much enjoy here. The drivers don't if they have a DNF, but if you get a fast car having a non-finish in race 1, they have to work their way through the field, and it really is spectacular to watch the driving progress. So the Ford Puma holding sway at the moment over James Alford, remember, running in T2. JJ Ross meanwhile continuing his chase as well. Turner's car, that is low loaded away, back to the paddock. Work to do clearly for the boys, hopefully be back out for race 2. Rod Burley on pole position with JJ Ross alongside, then Daniel Fisher and Bob Hosier, Chris Whiteman and Ricky Taylor on row 3. Chris Whiteman from row 3 makes a good start. The blue and white Honda looking up the inside line of Hosier and Fisher. JJ Ross to the outside line of Rod Burley. Fair racing between the pair of them. Ross has to go a little bit wide. Fisher's looking up the inside. Fisher qualified 2nd in Class T2, JJ Ross in a Class 1 car. So Ross looking for the lead, which I think he's grabbed. Huge field of cars, massive field. And this is terrific value for money motor racing, courtesy of the BARC South Eastern Centre. There's Tintop Championship, and popular championship indeed. Ross leads, Fisher 2nd, Chris Whiteman 3rd, then Bob Hosier, Rod Burley in 5th place. Got a great battle going on behind them. Ricky Taylor coming under pressure. Ricky, the leader in Class T3 from qualifying. T3 largely Citroen Saxo, but I think the Fiesta, the squabble for the lead. You can see JJ Ross in front, Bob Hosier immediately behind, running in 4th place, 2nd position in T1. So we've got these 2 cars in T1 Sani at the moment. JJ Ross, the young teenager, the race leader. It looks like JJ Ross is going to bag a win here in round 5. He's away and down the road. Chris Whiteman, though, position, a great pole position it was as well. We've got, well, yellow waved yellows for Chris Bicknell, who was off the track. It also means that we have red flags and ultimately the checker, and a win for that man, JJ Ross. He wins. Chris Whiteman wins Class T2 from Daniel Fisher. Shame that the red flags have come out early, because that would have been a great battle between Whiteman and Fisher. Bob Hosier next from Rod Burley. Ricky Taylor winning Class T3. Graham Richardson finishes ahead of Mikey Day. Glenn Rossiter was next from Terry Searles. And then in 11th place, Ryan Brimstead gets the better of Steve Everson. Marcus Bicknell next from Danny Brooker. Adrian Matthews, Cameron Tunio, Matt Ellis from Bradley Lane, Phil Usher and Terry Waller. Gideon September wins the production class. He finishes 21st overall, and Sam Regan in 22nd. Matthew Turner effectively a non-starter, and Chris Bicknell non-finisher. The Garland, the winner's hat here at Brands Hatch for the winner, JJ Ross. Race 2 for the juniors here at Silverstone. James Ross will start on pole position, and the others have got a fair bit of work to do to try and dethrone the man that's won every race he's finished so far. Alex Reed alongside, then Alfonso Skritska and Robert Cox on the second row, Ben Wilcox and Rory Collingbourne. He's got a big learning curve this weekend. He wasn't able to practice, but nonetheless he's got stuck in and enjoyed his racing. There is Natasha Hussain in car number 1, the Navy racer, who's getting quicker and quicker. Still running 5th in the dry race earlier on, and now we're going to see what the drivers are made of in the wet. At the moment they're pretty much running as they started. Skritska picking up his 3rd podium, 3rd career podium. He took 1 last year. Then the win, as we mentioned, at Donington Park. Sorry, beg your pardon, Snetterton. So Alfonso looking good. James Ross takes win number 5 of the 2013 campaign. Alfonso Skritska, a 3rd career podium for him, up across the line now with 3rd place going to Rob Cox. What a fantastic motor race that was from the juniors. So here's confirmation. JJ Ross, win and fastest lap, extends his championship lead. Alfonso Skritska is 2nd from Rob Cox, then Rory Collingbourne, Ben Wilcox in 5th, then Natasha. Kevin Shortis has got things exactly right. It's a difficult job getting a 2-year age window to fill a grid, but we have 12 drivers this weekend, which is absolutely superb, and the driving standards have been brilliant. And JJ Ross, having won the championship in race 1, comes around Clark Curve. And look at that, everyone's delighted for him. JJ signs off the championship with another win. Ross wins. Rory Collingbourne 2nd from Ben Wilcox. Aaron Thompson flashes across the line. There's Michael Higgs in 5th place. But the 2013 Vortex Motorsport News Ford Fiesta Junior Champion is JJ Ross. Rory Collingbourne takes 2nd in the race from Ben Wilcox and Aaron Thompson, then Michael Higgs. Tom Grundy 6th. Well, it's nice to be back at Snetterton for our 2nd outing of the season here in Norfolk. We were here back in April when we were running on the twists and turns of the 300 circuit, the 3-mile circuit. We're on the older configuration, 200 circuit. It's not exactly the same as it was back in the old days, but a shorter circuit, so less technical for the drivers to have to worry about, so easier for newcomers, and the average lap is faster. The man who set the pace in qualifying is JJ Ross. He's there virtually just left of centre shot. So here's the grid for race 1. JJ Ross heads the Class C cars from Scott Robertson, then Kevin Sterling and Sam Preet. 23 cars about to start round 7 of the Jam Sport Fiesta Championship 2015. 5-second board shown. We wait for the light sequence, and it'll be JJ Ross who'll be hoping to convert pole position into the race lead at Riches. The first corner, lights go out. It's a good start from Scott Robertson in white off the front row. We couldn't see what JJ Ross was doing. So we'll wait to pick the cars up as they come down into turn one. It looks like a good clean start by everybody, and Ross has got away well in the yellow. His wipers on, Ross leads, Kevin Sterling's there in blue in third. Sam Priest, race winner early in the season, goes round the outside of Jamie Going. Looks like a very crowded start, and the lead pair getting away. It is a squabble for second. Simon Horrobin dives out, the first of the orange cars. Double winner at our first round at Silverstone earlier on in the season. David Nye is there in car number 50, the black and green Zetec S. He's the race class leader in the Zetec S's. Nice to see Jess King going through shot as well. Jess is third in the Class D standings. He'll try and get a handle on who's where in the championship tables as this 20-minute race unfolds, but it's going out of class at the moment, and they're the faster cars as well. Now the race leaders are starting to get into backmarker territory. Because we're using the shorter circuit here, you tend not to see the backmarkers coming into play when we use the 300 circuit, but the race leaders, it adds another dimension. This is some passing now that JJ Ross and Scott Robertson have got to do, and this could potentially play into the hands of the chaser in second position. Could also go the other way, of course, and mean that the race leader JJ Ross gets away. The car they passed is Tim Glover, who we were talking about running in third position in Class B, and he's second in the Class B championship standings at the moment, right in between the pair that we saw dicing a few minutes ago. But JJ Ross successfully negotiates the back marker and continues on his way from Scott Robertson, and well, they're going to have to, I guess, come off the gas here. It looks like JJ Ross approaches them as they come up into Montreal. He's going to go down the inside line. Their battle momentarily put on hold. And this is the view from Cooper. Ross goes past one, goes past the other as well, down the straight. Now, where is the second place car? As we go back to the race leader, JJ Ross, who passes Jess King, third in the championship for the Class D cars, Jess King. She's been passed, and next up is Peter Dendy Sadler, who's running second in Class A behind James Stiles. So Lee Dendy Sadler goes across the line, and James Stiles is going to get another lap, and it's the checkered flag for JJ Ross, who takes his second win on the bounce.
A few moments away from the start of our second Jam Sport Fiesta Championship race here at Castle Combe. And the first race was very, very exciting, hoping for more of the same this time. After his race one success, JJ Ross is looking to try and do the double, but he mentioned after race one that he has a few niggling mechanical issues, which we'll have to keep an eye out for. Over to Richard to talk you through the race.
Steam machine back of the field, the lights go out, away we go, and Kellett immediately to the outside, looking to pass the black car of John Bateman, but JJ Ross has made a super start once again here at Castle Combe. So too did Scott Facing Camera, probably the best view from the yellow car of the Watford-based youngster. He's out front. Scott Robertson, brilliant start into second positions. Down the Dean straight into Camp Corner, and he'll see the checkered flag for the second time at this meeting, the fifth time in succession. JJ Ross wins round 10 of the championship from Simon.
So as the scrutineering continues behind me, we've reached the end of the day for the Jam Sport Fiesta Championship.
Into Luffield, and this youngster is surely going to have to look at moving up the motorsport ladder, because very clearly the talent is there, having won the junior championship and a multi-winning driver here in the Jam Sport Championship. There's the checker. JJ Ross takes the checkered flag. Immediately ahead of him, it's Jess King. She's on the last lap, so she'll have to complete that. JJ Ross taking the win from Scott Robertson. Side by side for the lead now, it's Simon Horrobin and JJ Ross. Horrobin on the inside in 14. The conditions, of course, a terrific leveller, and it's Horrobin that leads. JJ Ross second. Third place, Scott Robertson, then Sam Priest, David Elsley. In fact, it was Jamie Going ahead. Scott Robertson is in behind, and he's got work to do. He's there at the moment still in second, and Ross very nearly, was he overcooking it there? He's probably having a little bit of excitement about the flag which beckons and the championship tag. So here he comes, the 2015 champion, and massive congratulations to JJ Ross, who wins the race, wins the championship as well. Great drive from Simon Horrobin, who takes second position. Scott Robertson will be runner-up in the championship. He takes third place. A fair gap back to Sam Priest, who will finish in 4th position. JJ Ross there also taking the fastest lap. But here's the result. Ross from Horrobin, Robertson and Priest.
Lunch break over, we're set to go live racing once again here at Rockingham, and the Renault Clio Cups once again have provided some outstanding action during the course of the season.
And JJ Ross.
Yeah, we've got Edwards, Thompson, Ross. They've all done a great job.
JJ top newcomer, I think, in that one. Bradley Burns was 14th and Zach Falk 16th, so JJ's come through as